I'm ready. Go.
Okay, here's your video on winding an elastic bobbin. If I can find the hole in the thing here. Okay, you put the elastic through this little hole, and I just hold it like that with my finger. Hold it to the side. And then I just start winding it just like this. And as you can see, I have the elastic on the spool standing up on the machine. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to wind and wind and wind and wind this. And I'm not, you can see that it's pulling off of that spool and it's not tight. It's not stretching the elastic, it's just winding it. And sometimes you can pull a little extra, have it there, just pull it. I turn the bobbin around a couple of times just to make sure that it's all wound even, because I like it even and smooth on there. I don't guess it really probably matters, but it's just what I prefer. So we're going to do this, and this is how you wind it. Okay, so now I'm going to cut it. Whoops. I'm going to cut it off, get that out of the way. I have regular thread in the top. Now here's where you were asking about. I clip off this little tail right here, off of that. Got this bobbin. I'm going to drop it, and you might want to come closer. I'm going to drop it into the machine just like you normally would. I'm going to pull it around this first little curve, and I'm going to stop it right here. And this is what I was trying to tell you. I got to wind the machine down, and I'm pulling this. As you can see, the thread is coming up with the elastic. I just catch the elastic and go ahead and pull the elastic tail back out. So you've got both pieces. And when I tug on it, if I can get a hold of it, it's a little snug in there. You can see when I'm pulling it, it's not moving the bobbin. And I'm going to put the cover back on, and then I'm going to show you when I get here what I meant too about when you get to the other end. You're going to put this under your machine, and you're going to, I'm going to have the machine going. Then you're going to just sew. Start at one end and just sew. You can see it gathering up behind the machine. Can you come over with the view over the machine here at the back? You can see that it's gathered up back here. It's pulled it up. Okay, now come back around the front. I'm going to lift the foot, turn the fabric. I'm going to lift the needle, and I'm going to pull it over just a little bit. Tug on it till I get to this other line, and then I'm going to stop it. Oops. I'm going to turn the fabric around, and I'm going to sew down this side. And you can see that the fabric's kind of bunched up like that. But if you just hold this part straight, this can stay bunched, and it's going to sew just like this. Okay, I'm going to put the foot up, put the needle up. I'm going to pull this out gentle, and then I'm going to cut it over here. And then I'm going to show you what I meant. When you got to that end and you turn the curve, you have just a circle here just to come across. And then when you sew your seam, you would sew your seam so that it's over here, and you will sew right across that, and this will be out in the seam allowance here. And so your seam will come across here, and that holds that elastic. And then you have shirring. And that's how it's done. So I just want to go back and show you though on this bobbin, it's still kind of tight when I'm tugging on this. You can see the elastic is stretching. Now I'm going to show you what I was talking about. If you don't have it where it's just that little bit of pull on it, and it comes out your bobbin the other way. Let's see if it goes over here. It's going to pull up. If you don't have it tight enough in that little bend, when I pulled it over here and it comes back out the other side here like it's coming off of this side. You can see it's just pulls and unwinds, and it's just, that's not how it's supposed to go. So you want it, one more time I'll show you. I'll put it back in, I'll take it out, put it back in. And that's why you don't want to have to do this every time, so that's why you want to make that curve at the end. You drop your bobbin in, you pull it around just till it's snug. And then you pull it up with your thread. Get your end over here, and now you see it's caught in the bobbin here. And it won't come out, and that's where it should be, just straight across your bobbin like that. And then you can sew. And that's all there is to it.